Good morning. Good, and then we really appreciate that from your front. We are coming live from you on Facebook Live. And then we see that on Facebook, there seems to be a problem in terms of our screen on Facebook Live. Can we sort that one out? And then we'll just come back now. Sorry for that. Carry on. I really apologize for that. We're just trying to get our Facebook live running. So big apology on that. Really big apology on that one. As we are trying to reboot on the Facebook live. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Facebook Live. Welcome everyone on YouTube Live. Let us welcome everyone on our LinkedIn. We welcome everyone. Very much for the support that we've shown to us, you've given to us during this time initiative of that. And I still think on Facebook we are still the same as what I doubted will happen. But let us continue despite what the effort that we have done. So we'll continue, we'll catch us on our YouTube channel as well. We are there. You can get us from that site in this regard, and then let us continue rolling our screen. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us at Twi with Lizwe. As we hit today's journey as well, we look at today's efforts that we need to take forward. What are the actions that we need to uphold and lift in order for us to be successful for the future? And we really appreciate you being with us, having supported us all this time. And we are very appreciative of that. And we want to say thank you very much for your effort that you have shown in that regard. So let me take this time to appreciate everyone that has been watching. Let me take this opportunity as well to appreciate what the government has done in line with
It's 5 hours.
approach to alert lockdown level 3, which we have seen being introduced or phased in yesterday for all sectors, where people, about 8 to 12 million people, have went back to duty. And then we had liquor stores or bottle stores being open as well. Introduction of the economic impact or the economic issues that will help us as a nation go forward. We've seen them being introduced yesterday as well. So we appreciate that. And then we still heed the call of government, where we say we must support the government in whatever government is doing. We must wash our hands with water and soap for at least 20 seconds, or hand sanitizer or alcohol-based sanitizer. We must cough into our elbow in order for us not to spill the germs or the bacteria. We must cough into our elbow or a tissue. We must always avoid crowded areas. Let us do that by all means. And then let us try by all means as well to make sure that we don't listen to fake news as well. When we have a cough or a headache or a sore throat, we must make sure that we contact the medical professions in order for us to be able to be helped online or via any kind of system that we are using with our doctors or our private surgeons as well in this case. and then make a call before we can go and meet them as well. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us. Our topic today is about a great song that was sang by the great legend. He was honored by the Queen, by Queen Elizabeth, and now he's now called Sir Elton John, where he says, "Don't let the sun shine on me." So we'll look and elaborate on what is the message of today. The message of today, we are coming from a lot of background that are different, and if our backgrounds are different, what will determine you will be how you handle your situation. So I'm Lizo Mkanebe, and I help engineering executives, small, micro, medium enterprises to make sure that they realize the potential they will have once they synchronize their people, processes, and system in line in order for them to get their return on investment. They need to do this thoroughly by a business or the foundation or the chamber that they are running. So that is what we try to achieve by all means on a daily basis. So we would like to thank you very much for being here with us today on our Facebook stream, on our YouTube channel as well, streaming in that regard. So thank you very much for showing the support. So if you go to Sir Elton John's weight, because I think I will do this for 15 minutes because Facebook is disappointing me today because they are showing me. You know what is happening on Facebook? We can go to Facebook and watch our Facebook live and see whether are we having a picture or not. But let me try to check as well from my side what is happening in that regard. So if you look at the message from Sir Elton John song was sang all over. It was, we know it's been sang in Idols, we know it's been sang in your a show that we call America's Got Talent as well. So we've had competitions that are singing it where they're using it as the theme song in order for people to understand what is really happening in that regard as well. So we will try to be quick about it to give you the message that we have realized that comes out of it. I think you've watched your America's Got Talent where the song was performed by Aki Williams. He was singing this song, or perhaps you can also go online on your YouTube channel and just type America's Got Talent, Archie Williams, who was singing the song. Archie gave a new meaning to this song because when we do this song, or when a lot of people are singing this song, they sing it with the message that it has. But Archie came from a different perspective because Archie, why we are saying he gave it a new meaning, it's because he was wrongly incarcerated for 37 years in prison. So that is what happened. He was incarcerated for 37 years for someone else's crime. He was helped by the DNA that was driven by the Innocent Project through the DNA testing. That is what freed Archie. So for 37 years, Archie was convicted or incarcerated for someone else's crime. So what is so remarkable about Archie Williams is his attitude. You know, what is important is your attitude. I always say you must have a great mindset and a mindset that is filled with action. You must have actionable items. You cannot come and talk that I want to do this. I've seen a lot of my friends when they say that I want to do a certain course, they register for that course. They make sure that they achieve it. They don't just say, I want to go to America. What is it that you are doing to make sure that we are going to America? You must take action. So that is what is remarkable about Archie. Archie had a great mindset, but he had what helped freedom is of the mind. I went to prison, but I never let my mind go to prison. Let me quote again what Archie Williams has said. You have a choice to be strong or weak. Freedom is of the mind. I went to prison, but I never let my mind go to prison. We heard this story. We've been through this story where our great leaders, our leaders from a movement, a revolutionary movement in South Africa, went to prison. But while they were there in prison, they were never weak. They were strong. What was flourishing with them was the freedom. They had the freedom in their mind. They did go to prison, but their mind never went to prison. So he also actually saying while he was in prison, saying it gave him peace. So he also saying this song because it gave him peace and it helped him get through those tough times. So with our revolutionary movement as well, the African National Congress, this is what has happened. They went to prison, they developed songs. When you hear songs that are saying, Asiya Wasabi Amagwala, we are not afraid of cowards. So you know those songs were generated by the revolution. What was the end goal? What was the attitude in terms of achieving the freedom that we are celebrating today? So Archie watched America's Got Talent while he was in prison. So our freedom fighters also knew what was happening on the grounds. The 1976 youth revolution, what is it that was happening? So he was in prison and visualized himself singing on the stage, on American's Got Talent stage. So they were in prison visualizing, after this fight for freedom, how will we now govern? How will we take South Africa forward? So that is what you do. You put yourself, your attitude. It is more than remarkable that while Archie was in prison, serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Same with us. People during the apartheid years, there was nothing that says they will be released from prison. But they had to visualize themselves walking the street, having won freedom for the South African people as well. And yet, years later, there he was. There he was, Archie Williams, years later, singing on the American Got Talent stage against all odds. We've seen it. There's happened in our country. He goes on to sing, frozen here on the ladders of my life, don't let the sun go down on me. But losing everything is like the sun is going down on me. So during the time of this pandemic, we may feel frozen on the ladder of our lives as well. So we are prisoners in our own homes. We are prisoners that stay at home. We are alone together. But we may feel grief, anxiety, and frustration about all that has happened in the past few months. We are now on day 68 of lockdown. There has been loss in many ways. We've had losses. No one will come and say, I've never lost anything. We've had some losses. But we can't let the sun go down on our dreams. We can't let the sun go down on our peace. We can't let the sun go down on who we are. Yes, we may feel imprisoned in our homes by the circumstances. We may feel like we have no control over our life anymore. But like Archie Williams say, you have a choice to be strong or weak. So in this period of the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, I choose to be strong. He never let his mind go to prison. Even with the overwhelming sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole, he never let the sun go down on his dreams. If he can do that, why can't you do it? So we can do it. Let's get it done. Let's get this thing up our sleeves, up our shoulders. Let's continue with life because the sun must never go down on us. So with those words, with the integration that they've been giving me a struggle on Facebook, I want to wish you a very pleasant day today. Have a prosperous day with the right attitude that you are maintaining, that you will have for the again tomorrow. Please do not forget to subscribe on our channels as well. With that, I would like to call it a day. And then thank you very much for your time, for your patience, being with us, even through this time where we have technical glitches, but you are always there showing us your support. Thank you very much.